Good morning, I'm Patrick White, and you're listening to MediaPlex News Radio. A kitchen fan failure is behind a big lost fire on McKay Avenue. Windsor Fire battled a blaze in the 2500 block of McKay Friday afternoon, successfully putting the fire out with no injuries. The fan failure sparked a fire in the attic and spread across the home, causing $150,000 of damage to the structure and $50,000 in lost contents. Westcourt Place residents have started a GoFundMe page seeking help from members in their community. Tenants James White and Diane Corey set up the online fundraiser with the goal of $200,000 to support the roughly 200 tenants that were left displaced after a November fire. Since the fire, tenants have only been given brief access to their belongings inside. They say the money raised will be used for shelter, food, transportation, and clothing. By 2020, the people of Windsor could see a repaired peace fountain. Miranda Monahan has the story.
Windsor City Council has opted to hire a consultant to look into options that could lead to a brand new Charles Brooks Memorial Peace Fountain. The fountain is located in the Detroit River off Ream Park from May to October. According to meeting documents, the fountain originally cost $562,000 in 1978 and had an estimated 20-year life expectancy. Over the years, the city has spent double that amount in repairs and maintenance, but staff believes required repairs could cost another $1.5 million. Council voted instead to make $80,000 worth of temporary repairs until the consultant is able to make long-term recommendations. The consultant will cost approximately $180,000. For MediaPlex News Radio, I'm Miranda Monahan.
Minister of Education Stephen Lecce made a statement Friday calling on the Ontario Secondary School Teachers Association to stay at the table and cease from strike escalations. Lecce wants a financially sustainable education system with improved learning in the classroom. He announced Friday that OSSTF strike escalation is unacceptable for parents and students in the province. OSSTF President Harvey Bischoff announced Saturday that Lecce's most recent statements have been the most, quote, discouraging and destructive, end quote, he has seen in 30 years. On the one hand, Lecce claims teachers want a $1.5 billion compensation increase. On the other, OSSTF have asked for a cost of living adjustment to combat inflation, which has an overall value of $200 million. The Spitfires have snapped their losing streak with a 3-zip shutout against the Saginaw Spirit. The skid lasted 3 games, their longest run of losses yet this season. The team currently sits in 7th place in the OHL, but has 5 games in hand on the first place Peterborough Petes. The Spits look to keep the Spirit at bay with a rematch at the WFCU Center on Thursday. There was a time when you can easily spot payphones lining the streets. They may be a thing of the past, but as Het Shaw reports, some people still use them.
Payphones used to be on every major street corner. Despite the dwindling numbers, some people still use them. William Connolly is one of them.
I don't find too many that work anymore, though. They're not easily accessible. They used to be on every street corner. I was born in 1960. They don't actually work now. This one here, I don't know, maybe a couple on Olette. Go down Wyandotte Street, most of them don't even work anymore.
In recent years, there has been a steep decline in the numbers. A 2017 report from the Canadian Radio Television Telecommunication Commission states the number of payphones in Canada is a mere 32,000. However, there is no mention of payphones in 2019 report.
I think, they probably should upgrade it to something else, Like there's some at the 7-Eleven that actually have a keypad on it that you can text from. So that's all. I've only seen one like that. So
Connolly still uses them to stay in touch.
My friend just lives over here, so I was just calling him to see if he's out of bed yet.
While smaller in numbers, payphones are still used for emergencies or when someone has no access to mobile phones. For MediaPlex News Radio, this is Het Shah.
Bright Lights Windsor kicked off its 3rd annual Christmas celebration this weekend with easily the biggest illumination display yet. Attendees were treated to thousands of lights, holiday characters, food, festive performances, and a 70-foot Christmas tree. The weather this week starts off drizzly, with rain persisting through tonight with temperatures reaching 10 degrees. Tuesday, the temperatures will drop significantly. There is a chance of flurries with a high of 0. Wednesday, the flurries will continue and the temperature will dip down to -4 degrees. I'm Patrick White. Thanks for listening to MediaPlex News Radio, and stay tuned for our next show at 11:15.